James!
Ah, Dr. Howard, are you done yet?
No, I'm not done yet. Things like this take time.
Look, you've been working with Mason for 2 months now, and there hasn't been any progress in recovery of his memory.
Look, memory recovery takes time, okay? Besides, if you would get out of my way, Mason is in that room. And you're only slowing his recovery by talking to me.
Listen, Howard, I've been on this case for 2 months, and he's the only person who knows what happened at that junkyard that night. So whatever you're doing, do it fast so I can get his memory back and find out what happened.
Whatever, Salter. Hello, Mason. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, I was fine until a couple of minutes ago.
Salter again?
Yeah, but that's not why we're here. Have you been able to remember anything since our last session?
A few things are coming back. I can remember a few childhood memories and other simple things.
What about the day when you lost your memory? And the 2 days before? Is anything coming back?
Nope. Nothing. Doctor, do you know when I'll have my memory back?
Memory restoration takes time, Mason. I was telling Salter the same thing. But this situation is a little different than the others I've had to deal with. We want to find out what happened at the junkyard. Since you're the only one still alive, and the 2 dead bodies had interesting identities. One being your brother, and the other the criminal the police have been looking for. Speaking of your brother, is he in any of your recovered memories?
No. It's like there's this blank spot in some of them. I'm guessing that's where he's supposed to be, but I just can't remember him.
This is interesting. Something must have happened to your brother that is causing your brain to block him out. We're going to cut this session short today. We'll make up the time in our next session. I have an idea that will help with the recovery. If the idea works, I'll call you in a couple of days. And our session, it'll be in a different location.
Alright. See you next time.
Elliot, you better finish that machine of yours.
Well, look if it isn't Dr. Howard. How have you been, buddy?
I'm well. I need to talk to you about that machine you told me about last time we spoke.
The last time we spoke was 3 years ago. I've worked on a lot of projects since then. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
It was the one that you told me would revolutionize memory recovery.
Memoria. I just finished a testing phase for that one a few weeks ago.
Do you remember the news story a couple of months ago? The one where the police found 2 dead bodies next to an unconscious guy at a junkyard? The guy who was still alive is named Mason Walker. He suffers from amnesia and is currently one of my patients. His brain is struggling with recovering most of his memories, especially ones that concern whatever took place at the junkyard. He can't even remember his brother, who was one of the dead bodies there. The officer in charge of his case is getting impatient with the slow recovery and keeps pressuring me about it. What I want to talk to you about is, does the memory recovery machine work?
We've only just completed the testing phase. You'll be the first real person to use it.
But does the machine work?
Yes.
I'll bring Mason over on Wednesday. Mason, this is Dr. Elliot Shea. He's the creator of the machine I was telling you about.
It's nice to meet you, Doctor.
The pleasure is mine. Now let me explain what this machine will do. You will stand on that pad over there, and the machine, Memoria, will send electronic waves that will connect with your brain. These waves will pull the memories out of your cerebrum and project them on that screen. You will be unconscious during the whole time, but while we are watching your memories on the screen, you will be viewing them in your mind. At the same time, the machine will be restoring the memories that are being recovered. Due to your amnesia, it is harder for the machine to pull your memories out of your brain, so they're going to be a little bit less detailed. They'll still be your memories, but things will look a little bit different than they usually do. Is there anything you don't understand?
I understand everything. When do we get started?
Whenever you're ready, just stand on the pad.
How long will the recovery process take?
It depends on the memory. A more recent memory, such as our meeting a few days ago, wouldn't take very long, but a childhood memory would take longer. And Mason has amnesia, so it will take the machine a little bit longer to locate what we're looking for.
He was found at the junkyard on June 3rd, and he can't remember anything during that day or the 2 days before it. Little bits of his memories are coming back from the rest of his life. So let's start on June 1st, and we'll work our way from there.
Alright. Mason, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mason, you're here. We have something we need to discuss.
What is it, sir?
As you know, the bank isn't making as much as it used to, and some people must be let go. I know this is unexpected, but I hope you understand.
But, Mr. Barkley, I've worked here for 3 years. What about the newer employees?
I'm sorry, Mason, but in your department, you are the newest employee. You have 1 week to clean out your office. I'm sorry.
And they really just fired you?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it.
You know, maybe you could help me with something. And if it works, the pay will be good. But once you commit, there'll be no backing out.
You don't even have a job. How are we supposed to get paid?
Well, a friend and I have been planning to do something, and, well, I can't tell you here. Meet me at the junkyard at 4 and I'll tell you more about it.
Why can't you tell me about it here?
Just meet me at the junkyard at 4, okay? I have to leave now.
That was odd. What is he doing that he can't tell me about it here?
Wrench, this is my brother Mason. I was telling you about him earlier.
Hi.
Look, Mason, we've been planning this job for a while. You better not get in our way.
Look, I don't even know what it is you guys are planning, so if you don't mind clearing things up, tell me what you're planning so I don't get in your way.
Your brother told me that you used to work at the bank, so you should know most of this already. The value of credit is rising quickly. Plan is that we each take 100,000 credits from High City Bank, flee the country, and we'll be rich.
Good luck with that. The High City Bank has one of the best security systems in the country.
That was already taken into consideration. We've been planning the siege for several months now. Now that you're here, though, things are going to be much easier. We've created this program so once it's plugged in the computer in the bank, it'll automatically hack in to make the transfers and send the money to our offshore accounts. This was originally going to be very challenging, but James has told me that you have a week or so to clean out your office. So in 2 days, you'll plug in the program and leave.
Come on, Mason. Don't you want to get back at the guys who fired you? The bank has a large amount of money stored away. Anyways, no one will notice if 300,000 credits are missing.
Alright, I'm in.
What kind of a name is Wrench?
His real name is Randall Cook. He killed a guy a while ago with a wrench, and the name stuck. The police have been looking for him ever since.
Well, your patient has been working with a murderer. Hold on a second. He's going to sleep. Fast forwarding. There. Now he's waking up.
Why don't we just fast forward through his memories until we get to wherever it is he loses them?
If we do that, he won't remember anything that we fast forwarded through. If we speed up through unnecessary things such as sleep, it'll be okay.
Hold on, it's Salters. I'll be back in a second. Hello?
Howard, it's Salters. I'm here at your office waiting for you and Mason to start your session. Where are you?
We're having our session somewhere else today.
What? Get Mason back here. For all we know, he could have killed his brother and Cookie.
I highly doubt that, seeing as one of the dead people was his brother and the other was the wanted criminal.
Howard, you better bring Mason back here, right?
God, I hate him.
Who?
The officer in charge of Mason's case. What rush is there to get his memories back? He's the only one who possibly knows anything about what happened, and he has amnesia.
Well, he's about to get them back soon. He's talking to his brother right now.
James, I don't feel comfortable practicing with a gun for your plan.
Wrench said it'd be okay just in case anything goes wrong.
Shooting someone won't exactly help in case something goes wrong.
You never know.
What do you mean you never know? Of course I know! I'm putting a flash drive in a computer and pulling it out. There is no reason for us to have to use a gun.
Wrench said that'd be a good idea.
You shouldn't trust a murderer.
Hey, Wrench is someone we can trust. He's someone I trust. Yeah, he killed someone, but he told me it was self-defense. The other guy attacked him first.
We're breaking into a bank. If it was self-defense, the cops would not be looking for him, and he wouldn't have the idea of breaking into a bank!
Look, I've known Wrench longer than you have. He's not what you think.
Whatever. Come on, we gotta go. I'm out of bullets.
Hello? I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Wrench needs me to help him. Remember, be prepared. Tomorrow is the big day.
You have one new message.
Hello, Mason. It's Don Barkley. I was calling to tell you that your file was mixed up with another worker, Thomas Palmer. You were not meant to be fired yesterday. Thomas was. I am very sorry that this mistake happened. If you'd like to have your job back, you can come back after the week I gave you to clear out your office. Take it as a vacation. I'm very sorry if this mix-up has caused you any trouble. Goodbye.
Shit, his brain's starting to resist. I need to pull him out.
But we're so close. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. This has never happened during any of the tests.
Why'd you turn off the machine?
Your brain started to resist the machine. It was causing your memory to become very blurry and hard to see. Whatever happened after you left your house, your mind does not want you to remember.
I need to know what happened.
I'm afraid you're going to have to wait a little bit and rest. Then we'll just have to push through.
I think we should call it a night and start again in the morning.
That's fine with me.
You two can stay here. I have a place to sleep for nights when I'm working on an important project.
Tomorrow's the big day. Hope it's not as bad as the last big day.
Remember, whatever this memory is, it must be pretty horrific for your mind to block it the way it is. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I want to thank both of you for helping me recover my memory.
Don't thank us yet. There are still more memories to be restored.
I know, but we've come this far. I'm not gonna let this memory stop me from finding out what happened.
Alright, Memoria is ready for you to plug in.
Here we go. I want out of the plan.
What?
I was fired because of a mistake with some paperwork, and I was rehired. I'd like to be out of the plan.
You knew that once you were committed to this, there was no backing out.
Look, you guys can just break into the bank without me. Sure, just figure out some other way to do it. I won't stop you guys, and I won't report it to anyone.
Come on, Wrench. I think it'll be okay if he backs out. You heard him. He won't report us.
Remember what you said yesterday? The bank has a fantastic security system. There'll be pictures of us. And when the investigation starts, the police are going to ask you first. Why? Because one of the bank robbers is your brother. You'll be asked questions whether you knew anything about the plan or your brother's involvement. During those, you'll begin to crack. Maybe not immediately, but you'll confess to them.
No, I wouldn't.
Mace, don't back out. We'll be rich when we head north.
Sorry, James. I just can't do it. I've worked at that bank for 3 years. Some of those people there are my friends. I've never been fully on board with the plan. I can't do it.
Sorry, Mason, but there's no going back. Police can't get any information from a dead man.
Mason! What the fuck was that for? He wasn't going to turn us in.
It would have been awfully suspicious. The brother of a worker at the bank was one of the people who robbed it. He would have cracked under pressure anyways. We're gonna have to just get going with guns a-blazing now. Wrong move. Are you gonna try and fight me? Or do you want to die like your brother did?
Go to hell.
Alright then. Have it your way.
I'm not dead yet. James.
Wow.
I can see why his brain kept blocking that memory, and now we've etched it back into his mind.
Mason, I'm sorry.
What's done is done. Wrench is dead. And James is dead. James is dead. Hey, James. I'm sorry I didn't attend your funeral. I'm sorry I couldn't remember you, or anything else. I'm sorry I didn't stop Wrench soon enough. I'm sorry that it's taken 2 months for me to see you again. Quit my job at the bank since that's what caused all this to happen. I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't be there anymore. I work with Dr. Shea now. I help him build machines as a mechanic. You don't know Dr. Shea. He and Dr. Howard helped me get my memories back. Rest in peace, James.